Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Connolly, your guest host for tonight. We'll be covering some local news and also showcasing a statement from the SDFD about the reopening of the department. Today's date is July 31st, 2024. It's currently 79 degrees and partly cloudy. To start off our news tonight, we'll be covering the recent kingpin bust involving a black market leaf contraband deal in a local neighborhood. In a dramatic twist straight out of a thriller, local authorities had just executed a high-stakes raid that's sending shockwaves through the community. The notorious suspects known as El Euro and Guambo were apprehended earlier today by the Elite Strategic Response Units. In a scene right out of a movie, these highly trained officers swooped in and uncovered a hidden cache of legal firearms, an array of contraband, and a substantial stash of narcotics. The operation was swift and precise, leading to the immediate detention of these individuals, who are now in custody awaiting trial. Just a few days ago, a massive fire ignited in a downtown building, creating a breathtaking and ominous spectacle. The blaze, which quickly grew to enormous proportions, engulfed a significant portion of the structure, sending thick black smoke billowing into the sky and drawing attention of the entire city. The Spring City Fire Department rushed to the scene, confronting the ferocious flames with their characteristic bravery and expertise. Their heroic efforts were crucial in containing the inferno and preventing it from spreading to nearby buildings. Last night, at approximately 10:15 p.m., two inmates made a daring escape from the Spring County Jail, setting off a tense and dangerous series of events. Earlier today, at around 1:35 p.m., the situation took a crucial turn when the escaped prisoners opened fire on an officer near a local bank. The gunfire led to a brief, intense pursuit, which ended near a construction site. During the confrontation, one of the fugitives was shot and killed after he fired at deputies. The second inmate was successfully apprehended at the scene and has been returned into custody. Authorities are now investigating the circumstances of the escape and the subsequent shootout. We'll continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. And now, we're shifting focus to an important update from the Spring City Sheriff's Office. We're live on location at the Sheriff's Office, where a crucial training is taking place. This training is designed to enhance the skills and capabilities of our local law enforcement officers, ensuring they are fully equipped to serve and protect our community effectively. Joining us is Thron and Brady, representatives from the Sheriff's Office, who provide us with insights into today's event. We'll be asking about the objectives of the training and the new techniques being introduced and how the efforts will benefit the community. Let's go live and hear from Frank about the significant developments.
Thanks, Chris. I'm here at the Spring City Sheriff's Office with Thron and Brady. I'm here today to ask them some questions about how the training is going and any improvements that we might see. So, gentlemen, how are we today?
I'm doing very fine.
We are
Thank
doing
you, thank
great.
you.
Amazing, amazing. I see we have the trainees out here out in the rain, treating them well, huh?
Always.
Always, yep.
Well, anyways, guys, let's get into the questions here. Can you give us an overview of today's training event? What specific skills or scenarios are the participants focusing on?
Today in class, they were focusing on how to pursue people and lethal and non-lethal force. Out in the field today, they're focusing on traffic stops and high force felony stops.
All right, so how long has this training been in the planning stages, and what are the main objectives you hope to achieve?
So the what's called new training document that we have been working on, it's been in the works for a couple of weeks after it was announced that Sheriff's Office would be starting up his operations again. We've looked at how we did it in the old times of Spring City, and how we have seen it work in other places, in other cities, other countries, whatever. And we've decided to have a lot more hands-on approach and actually take our time to properly teach and make sure everyone is understanding, because that was not the main priority. The main priority in the past has been to get as many people in as possible, because we didn't have the activity we needed. Whereas now we are focusing more on quality than actual quantity.
Excellent, excellent. I love to hear that. Definitely quality over quantity. So, what kind of new techniques or technologies are being introduced in this training, and how do they differ from previous methods?
I'll let Brady check that one. All right. So recently we have been issued some new grapplers, which I believe they're going to be taught on later today. It's basically a device that is able to safely stop a suspect vehicle by wrapping a yellow what's called yellow rope around their
Mhm.
tire, and then making them unable to drive off, and then slowly be able to bring it down in speed instead of pitting how we used to do it in the past, which is very unsafe because one, the vehicle can crash and hurt the occupants inside, and it can also crash into people around and hurt others.
Okay. And wow. So that must be hard to train them on then. Like, geez, new technology. But I hope to see the difference in the community being made with that new stuff being implemented. So I see you guys got all the trainees along the wall there. How many of them are there today, and what roles do they currently hold within the department?
Currently, they are just community members, and we are training them. There are 6 of them. So far, they are all doing very well.
Excellent. Uh, can you describe a particular drill or exercise that stands out today and why it's significant for the officers?
It's significant for the officers during the traffic stop because it can teach them a lot more things that'll help them go on later on in their life.
Excellent. Could you
The
give me an example, like maybe defusing a situation or?
Yeah. Uh, it'll help safety, like when big site construction sites are out and they need to stop a suspect or a person who's breaking the law.
All right. Here, moving on to the next question. What benefits will the community see as a result of this enhanced training for officers?
they will definitely see more confident, more or yeah, they'll see a lot more confident officers who they know what they're doing and will make it so that the community can feel a lot safer around them because they have been taught the proper way to de-escalate, the proper way to figure out which type of force I'm going to use. I'm going to use verbal, physical, pepper spray, or lethal, and
Excellent.
that yeah.
Excellent. No, because, sometimes we see some undertrained officers out there, they don't really know what to do exactly. So I'm glad to see that these guys will be prepared for any situation being thrown at them. Moving on to our next question. This might be a question for Brady. Uh, how do you guys plan to evaluate the success of the training and measure its impact on the department performance? Like, what do we look for here to pass these people?
We look for responsibility, accountability, and all of the golden rules, basically.
All right. And my last question here, is there any future training events planned? Like to anybody watching right now, is there any events planned in the future?
There will be some events planned, but we are not sure at the time.
All right. Is there any way that they can know how or when that time will be? Can they join a server or?
Yeah, you can go to the department's channel inside of SCRP Discord and join the sheriff Discord and join an entry event when it's hosted.
All right. Well, guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for taking some time out of the training here to answer my questions. And I hope you guys have a good night, a good training. And yeah, back to you, Chris. Thank you.
And now, shifting gears to an exciting development from our community, we're pleased to bring you a special update from the Spring City Fire Department. After being closed temporarily for 6 months, the fire department is officially reopening its doors. This long-awaited return marks a significant milestone for both the department and the community they serve. This release comes from the SCFD. Let's read it. In anticipation of Spring City's reopening, the SCFD has gotten a major increase in funding from the state of Texas. With the increase in funding, we plan on adding funding to our subdivisions in the SCFD. We plan on purchasing UTVs, ATVs, and trailers to assist the Wildland Division in fighting fires in treacherous areas, such as dense forest, High Rock Park, and large mountains. We also plan on giving more funding to the Special Operations Division, where they'll expand training and teach our firefighters the next step into water rescue and search and rescue. In addition, We plan to remerge the Spring City Emergency Medical Service back into the hands of the SCFD. We'll be developing the SCEMS in the future with extensive training and plenty of apparatuses and tools to help them. We have high hopes for the future of Spring City's #1 firefighting and rescue departments. Thank you, everyone. That was July 31st local news update. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.